Good morning, dear children. I hope you all are fine and taking good care of your health. Children, in the previous classes, we had completed determiners and subject verb agreement. Children, today we are going to start afresh with the chapter tenses, one of the most important part of English grammar. Now, as you can see reflecting on your screen, that there are three main tenses, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. Children, today's agenda, today we are going to only cover present tense. Now, before I start with the chapter today, let me tell you what a tense is. What do we mean by the term tense? Children, the term tense denotes the form of a verb which shows the time at which an action happened. So the tense shows two things. Number one, the time of the action. Number two, state expressed by the verb. For example, Farhan goes to school. Farhan went to school. Farhan will go to school. Now children, in the above sentences, goes, went and will go are verbs. In sentence number 1, the verb goes denotes the present tense and refers to the present time. In sentence number 2, the verb went denotes the past tense and refers to the past time. Similarly, in sentence number 3, the verb will go denotes the future tense and refers to the future time. Children, by tense we can understand the correspondence between the form of the verb and our concept of time, that is past, present and future. And do remember that time and tense are not the same thing. Time is a universal concept and it has three divisions, namely past, present and future. Whereas tense is related only to the verb. Now coming down to the chapter. Children, as you can see on the screen, present tense. Under present tense, simple present tense. Well, now we are going to start with the uses of the simple present tense. For example, the first point, it is used to talk about a present action. Simple present tense is also used to express habitual actions. For example, I go to church daily. My father goes for a walk in the evening. Now, point number 3. It can also be used to express universal truth, facts or customs. Example, the sun sets in the west. The earth revolves around the sun. Water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. Now children, here the verbs sets, revolves and freezes cannot be altered. It cannot be changed because these are universal truths or facts or customs. The next point, it can also be used to express a permanent condition. Now children, permanent condition, for example, my house faces west. Delhi stands on the bank of the Yamuna. Children, as you can see that simple present tense can also be used to express proverbs. For example, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Now children, the usage of simple present tense is not confined to these 6 points. It can also be used in exclamatory sentences and even in imperative sentences. For example, here comes the boss. There goes the train. Imperative sentence examples could be, let us go out for a walk. Respect your elders. Now children, the point to be noted is we generally use the following adverbs or adverbial phrases in the present tense, like always, often, daily, generally, usually, every day, every week, frequently. Now children, these words will always follow simple present. Next, very important point is to note down, that is the form. Now children, as you can see the subject reflecting on the screen, it could be I, you, we, they, he, she, it, and the verb form has to be root form of verb or root form plus s or es. For example, I play cricket in the evening. She plays cricket in the evening. Now coming down to the second form, that is present continuous tense. Children, the usage. It is used for an action that is in progress at the time of speaking. As you can see, to talk about an action that is going on at the time of speaking. For example, he is reading a newspaper. The children are playing football. Similarly, this form can also be used for future time reference if we are sure of the action. For example, I am meeting him tomorrow. He is going to Palanpur next week. Now children, again the point to be noted here is very important. Verbs of perception and some other verbs are not generally used in the present progressive tense. For example, see, smell, hear, taste, know, understand, hate, like, want, wish, etc. Children, these verbs, you cannot add ing to it. Now, coming down to the form. Form, children, again the subject remains same, but the verb form changes here. Am plus present participle, are plus present participle, is plus present participle. Now moving on to the next form, that is present perfect tense. Children, present perfect tense is used to express an action that has been recently completed. For example, our team has won the match. She has finished her work. My mother has just left the place. Similarly, children, it can also be used with adverbs like already, often, recently, yet. Example, she has not replied to my letter yet. I have already read this novel. Now children, the form. The form I, that is subject I, you, we, they, he, she, it. But again the verb form will be have plus past participle or has plus past participle. Now moving on to the fourth form, that is present perfect continuous tense. Now children, the uses of present perfect continuous tense. As you can see on the screen, it is used to express an action that began in the past and has been in progress till the time of speaking. Now children, here for example, it has been raining since morning. The farmers have been ploughing their fields since 8 o'clock. He has been working for the last 2 years. Now children, here generally the use of since and for comes, which we shall discuss later. It can also be used to express an action that finished just a short while ago. For example, he has been watering the plants. Now children, he has been watering the plants. It means he is not doing it now. She has been working all the day. Or I have been working in the field. Now the form I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Again the verb form, children. It has to be have been plus present participle or has been plus present participle. Moving on to the next, as I said that we shall discuss a little bit of since and for, the use of since and for. Children, since is used to denote point of time, and generally you will find the use of since and for in present perfect continuous tense. So you have to note down this point. Now for is used to denote period of time. For example, I have been living in Delhi for 5 years. She has been living in Agra since birth. Well children, this is all about present tense. Children, you are instructed to go through this video lesson very precisely. Accordingly, one question would be given to you in the form of a document which you are supposed to solve it. Meanwhile, children, take good care of your health and have a good day. Thank you.